After 20 long years, someone has finally thought to make an official figure of Jenny Wakeman. I'm not talking about the maquettes or any sort of 3D printed breach of copyright law on Etsy. I'm talking about an actual figure you can go out and buy. Well, there's a little bit of a catch. This is a crossover between My Life as a Teenage Robot and Hatsune Miku. To be completely honest, I can't help but be a little disappointed that this isn't just a straight-up Jenny Wakeman figure. I recognize that Hatsune Miku has way more of a reach than My Life as a Teenage Robot, but I've never really had exposure to the character beyond hearing one Vocaloid song and being mildly annoyed by it. That still doesn't mean that I need to be a party pooper and complain about this. The fact of the matter is that, as a community, we willed this into happening. I'm confident that this figure exists because of the popularity of art of Jenny dressed like Hatsune Miku. Their designs are fairly similar, so it wasn't much of a long shot to expect fan art like this. We waited a while after the reveal to gauge how people were reacting to this, and the reactions seemed to be overwhelmingly positive. And most of the people who aren't into this are either upset that Jenny had to share the spotlight, or they're upset about it being a U2's. A common criticism of U2's is that the eyes look pretty terrible. Luckily, they stuck with Jenny's bow ties, which is definitely an important element of her design. There's still something about the design of the eyes that gives me this Gacha Life kind of vibe that I don't really like. The rest of the figure seems pretty high quality actually. U2's has a 3D turnaround of the figure, and it seems to play with the depth of the plastic in a cool way. I like how her tie pops off her body, but doesn't stay flat to her chest. I also like what they did with her hair bolts. Back when we only had a silhouette of the figure, some artists actually predicted they would look like that. For people interested in both Jenny and Miku, this is a pretty big win. I've been seeing real hype for this one. I can see Miku fans loving this figure too, even if they aren't interested in My Life as a Teenage Robot. I know that there are going to be Miku fans who are familiar with Jenny's design and think they look weirdly similar to Miku. This video isn't sponsored by U2's. I should know. I asked them if they wanted to, and they left me on red. Still, I want to shout them out for something that you filthy Americans might not consider. U2's ships worldwide. This is the first MLA ATR merch I've had the opportunity to buy that offers complete international shipping. Zen Monkey Studio ships to a respectable list of countries for a company as small as they are, but they still left my boy TheProgBass in the dark when he went to buy their pins because he's from Chile. Don't worry, he still got them thanks to the kindness of Saucy Tango. Both of them work on this channel, and you should follow both of them right now. This kind of thing has affected me too. When I went to buy the fan-made VHS tape, their storefront also warned that they don't ship to Canada. Luckily, I was an exception so we could review it on the channel. By no means am I shaming anyone for being unable to ship to other countries, but I think it should be celebrated when a Teenage Robot fan outside of America is able to buy the merch that they want. The standard price for a U2's is $30 USD, and that's what they're asking for the Jenny Miku figure too. Yeah, most people seem to be alright with the price. I think it's a little much to be honest. I figured they'd be priced similarly to pop figures, but the build quality does seem to be better. I have these one-piece figures that are bigger, higher quality, and were cheaper than this U2's. U2's are limited edition, and I don't think Jenny Miku will be an exception to this. I don't know how many they plan to print, but I'm pretty confident they'll sell well. I'm not a fan of limited quality merch. In a perfect world, a My Life as a Teenage Robot fan can get whatever they want. This infomercial buy it now before they're gone strategy is very good at scaring people on the fence into buying something so they don't miss out. I sincerely hope that people watching this video in a few years don't need to look back and think that they want it, but have no means to get it. Am I going to buy it? Probably yeah. I'm not a Miku fan, but I do want to be able to say I own the first official Jenny figure. I mean, if one of you happens to have one of those maquettes kicking around, I wouldn't mind one of those either. Before we end this video, I want to take a moment to consider what this Miku figure could lead to. U2's is a pretty big company with a wide range of products, so it's not shocking for them to release this figure. If it does sell well, they might be able to determine that it's worth it to make more Teenage Robot figures without Miku attached. I've been seeing hype for this figure similar to the level of Jenny being announced to be in Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. I love seeing excited fans, and so does Nickelodeon. The more figures in our hands, the more potential Nick sees to merchandise the show. I say, if you're a fan of Hatsune Miku, My Life as a Teenage Robot, and Domino's Pizza.
Hello everyone, I'm Scott, president of Domino's Pizza. Have you heard of Hatsune Miku?
This is a slam dunk for you. Pre-orders open on May 19th, and they ship in September. And U2's, I want to forgive you for ignoring my heartfelt email for a sponsorship. I know I don't pull LS mark numbers, and I'm not asking for a Roblox Jenny U2s. But if we want this relationship to move to the next level, please send me a Jenny Miku U2 so I can review it on the channel. I'm totally not gonna do that if you don't send it to me. I'm definitely going to pass up on this figure if you don't put one in my hands. Anyways, Fanbase fam, I'm going back into hibernation now. But if you want to see another Fanbase video in this millennia, be sure to slam that like button, write a heartfelt comment about how much you love us, and pulverize that notification bell. Or just leave a comment about your thoughts on the Jenny Miku figure. That works too. I've been your narrator, Andre. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a rating. If you want to reach us, leave a comment. Or check out our other platforms. Links are in the description.